My name is Dylan Martin, and I fell in love with Whitman for a couple of reasons. One was just like, everyone I met there was super cool. Just like really loved the vibe. But my goofy reason was I loved the sky. Like the sky was huge, big, and beautiful, and I just was like, I had this thought, I was like wandering around campus, I was like, I get a lot of good thinking done under this sky. Then, went through the process. I remember when I was like deciding on the college. So I got into Whitman, I got into a few other schools, and I was deciding, I was like at my desk, and my acceptance letter like fell off my dresser and hit me in the head when I was like doing homework, and I was like, oh, it's a sign, and I think I committed the next day. I kind of took my whole like approach to life, which is being like aggressively Renaissance-y and like refusing to be pigeonholed into certain boxes, and it was just like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna be this person who also does that. I was in Green Dot, I was an SA, then I was an RA, I was in Testosterone, I was in the jazz band, I was in the choir, I was a rock climber, I played on the ultimate frisbee team after quitting the tennis team, and I like rushed Phi Delta Theta. It was something I never imagined doing coming into Whitman. The reason I really rushed freshman year was I met a bunch of really cool upperclassmen, like people I'm still in touch with today, who were like really instrumental in helping me like assuage my worries about finding a major and like honing in on like what I actually wanted to study. They were great for like talking to me about, the more realities of college and like giving me advice. But the really special part is post-college. Like a lot of my friends still to this day, or even like first friends when I moved to new cities, were like other Phi Delts. Even if we weren't even that tight in college, that like common thread of not only Whitman, but like you have even more shared experiences, I think that's pretty special. It's become a really important shared thread since I've graduated. Like the best part about Whitman for me was like I studied physics and math, but like I was there on a music scholarship, and I studied abroad in Argentina and studied film for a semester. So like a big part of Whitman for me was like taking breaks from going hardcore STEM and like really chasing down those other things. Like to me, music has always been this super important thing. I almost majored in it, and then I was like, I cared too much about it being a stress relief that I couldn't turn it into like a stressor. I had incredible instructors. Like even though I wasn't even a major, I had like world-class teachers for just my lessons. The thing about STEM sometimes, it turns people into output machines. And I think Whitman really respects that we're just not that. We're not output machines, we're like this collection of all of our parts, and I think that's what makes us special and unique when you give people the chance to shine maybe outside of their core competency. Whitman lets people be people and like encourages people to be their whole complex selves, and I think I really valued going to a college that valued that, and now I just value it in everybody I see. Like Whitman really turned me into the person I am today, and it's hard to like imagine being different. So my advice would be, if you want an experience that's guaranteed to be transformative and important and a lot of fun, I'd say like Whitman, it's hard to beat it from my perspective.